Good morning, good morning. What is up, everybody? Marmalade hiking on the PCT. I'm gonna be looking down a lot because I'm kind of on a narrow, really rough, overgrown part of the trail, going downhill, thankfully. Something I haven't really mentioned, I don't think, so far is the problem with going early. I left at 5:40 this morning, so a few minutes later than normal, but it was so warm, it just took me forever to kind of get going. But is I get all the cobwebs, spider webs, whatever. And you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but there's a ton of plants here. So I've gotten a ton on me, and I may get some more while I'm talking here, probably. Maybe my camera will knock them down. Sometimes I put my hiking pole in front of me and it knocks all the cobwebs down. But anyway, August 14th, day 159 overall. And I'm a little bit worried about the heat. It was supposed to be a heat wave starting yesterday, and it was. But when I left Cascade Locks, I said in my intro that it was 67 degrees in the dark at 4:45. Well, today it was 76, so almost, was it 9 degrees warmer? So almost 80, 4:45 in the dark, in the mountains at 3,000 feet. Yesterday, at least I was down low where it makes sense to be hot. But yeah, I'm a little worried about the heat today. But let me tell you about the day. I think every day in Washington is tough, but I think today is really difficult. But I think it's difficult in a different way, and maybe not overall, not quite as hard. Yesterday, once I got across the bridge and stuff, I started climbing right away. I had a almost 8-mile, 3,000 foot climb, and then down, but there's a million bumps. That's why I did over 6,700 feet of climb. There was a lot of steep bumps that were difficult. So today I'm going down 4 miles to water. I'm gonna have to really keep on drinking. I drink a lot of water, but I'm gonna have to drink even more. I have my electrolytes, which will really help me, but I'm gonna have to drink more than normal. But I go 4 miles down, get some water at Trout Creek. And then from camp, from camp it's 9 miles, so 4 plus another 5, 9.5 actually, to the base of a climb. So we'll be at the bottom, and some bumps and roly-poly, but mostly flat for about 9.5 miles. So a pretty cruisy start. Then it's about 9.5 miles up. One giant mountain, 3,100 and something feet, so almost 3,200 feet. But it's over 9.5 miles, not 7.5 like I did yesterday. So same elevation, but not quite as steep, thankfully. Problem is, 9.5 miles uphill is a long time to go uphill for me. I'm a slow hiker uphill and fast down and flat. So when I get that done, I'll have about 19.5 miles, something like that. And I want to go to mile 25.5. So I'll have 6 more miles. The good thing is, yesterday I did that huge climb, and then roly-polies, a lot more climbing than I thought all day. And then I had a steep 4.5 mile straight up to camp. I mean, the last about 3/10, were downhill to camp. But I mean, the whole thing was just steep, and ending your day on steep is really hard when I did over 25 miles. But today, thankfully, once you get to the top of that peak of about 6 miles or so to camp, and it's downhill, flat, a little bit up. I mean, it's just kind of like mostly level to camp, and it's supposedly a parking lot, trailhead, pit toilets, tables, and it has plenty of tent sites. It says you can just set up a tent anywhere. So I'm gonna do that. That'll be 25.5 miles for the day. Now that I've skipped so far north from where I started, I'm seeing hikers, but it's mostly people doing like a section or just a weekend hike. Not weekend, but like 3-day hike. I do that a lot in San Diego. And not as many southbounders, if any, because by now they started at the end of June, started July. They are through the section and should be south of me. So I won't see many southbounders. I think even if they flipped up and are going south, the people that did the desert and everything, they're gonna be well south of me. So I'm not gonna see as many people. It makes for easier, getting campgrounds easier, campsites. Yeah, some jerk come in last night. There was 2 of us camped there, like I said in my outro last night. Some jerk came in at almost 10 o'clock last night. You know, it's okay to hike in the dark when it's a little cooler, but flashing his light in the white light in my tent all over the place. I think he was looking for a campsite, but it's like, this is like about the 3rd night. It happened to me twice in a row at the KOA. So people, especially when you're hiking late, put your red light on or you don't flash into people's tents. It's just really, really rude and woke me up. I had just fallen asleep, so. But I'm grateful to be out here. Feel blessed. I keep thinking about how much time I have left or I don't have left. You know, when I do this, I've got today and tomorrow full days, and then a short little, hopefully 7-mile day to the car on Wednesday. Got trail days, and then I literally have about, I don't know exactly, 10 days or so on the trail left. It's pretty crazy. I know when I get to my last town, which will be Snoqualmie, it'll be weird. Trail town. All right, that's it. We'll see you guys down the trail. All right, I'm getting my last water source of the day for the night, I guess, because I'm dry camping. I've only got 2.6 miles to that parking lot I talked about, so I'm going to reach my goal today. I'm excited. I'm going to show you one of our water sources. These are things you don't see a lot of. I generally don't film because it's too sketch, but somebody has been kind enough to put a pipe here. You can see it's coming out, not very fast. It was like, it took 5 minutes to get 1 liter, and I needed 4 liters. So I've been here a while, but I don't know if you can see all the things flying around. Let me zoom in on one spot. They seem to be all in one spot too. Let me see if I can get this in there. Where are they? Right above, right in here. Where's my finger? All right, so I'm fully loaded. I've got to go a little bit uphill, and then I would say half mile of gentle uphill, and then it's up on top. It looks pretty cruisy all the way to the parking lot. And pit toilets and a table and supposedly shade. All right, I'm at this parking lot. It's a weird place. There's no paid spots, but there's tons of camping here. Let me show you mine. Haven't put my stuff in yet, but there's a pretty loud group of people, young, like probably kids in their 20s. There's another group right there next to me. It's hard to see, but they're right there. There is a bathroom right there. So that's nice, pit toilet. I got my own table, although the bees are really bad and bugging the heck out of me, so I'm gonna get in my tent. But it's a bummer I can't just sit out here, but the bees are all over me and everything, all my gear. But I think I'll do my closing out here real quick and then get in the tent. Well, guys, as promised, I thought I'd just to change things up, do the closing here. The bees are bugging the heck out of me, so as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna get in my tent, eat some dinner. But what a day today. It was exceptionally hard. Every day I think I'm gonna, oh, you know, it'll be this or that. It's not. The PCT's hard, you guys. In the middle of my hike, I did that 9.5, almost 10-mile climb over 3,200 feet, and it was 100 degrees day, you guys. And I have a thermometer. Let's see what it is right now. It's 87 right now, and it's 6 p.m. I hiked from 5:40 a.m. to 5:20 p.m. So almost 12 hours. But man, I'm so happy and satisfied with going up that mountain. You guys try to go up 9.5, almost 10 miles and over 3,200 feet. It was steep, and it was over 100 degrees. Try to do that. It never got cooler, and I was in the shade, I would say 80% of the time. But when I walked in the sun, it was so hot. There was some breeze on one side of the mountain, sometimes not on the other, so depending on which side of that mountain you're hiking on. But my thermometer said it was always 87 to 90 in the shade. And that's what's exerting the energy. You guys know I run hot, so the heat just melts me, man. And so I ended up doing 25.5, just like I wanted to, right to this parking lot. I got a bench, but you know the bees are so bad, they're not bugging me this second, thankfully. But I'm gonna get my tent, and I need to lay down. I am exhausted. It's funny, for me, uphill, as I've said a million times, is hard for me. We use certain muscle groups for that, and I got about 1.5 miles from the top, and my legs were done. They were like, "What are you doing? We're not doing this anymore." So I had to literally, like, hike, you know, to some of those trees over there, like 30 feet when you're going uphill. I had to stop, catch my breath, let my legs recover. Going another 30 feet. And I had to do that for 1.5 miles because they were gone. And then when I went on the backside and went downhill, my legs were fine. I flew. So there's still a little bit up here and there on the way here, but I'm super stoked. I did basically about 51 miles in 2 days. And not only in the heat, but yesterday it was over 6,700 feet of elevation gain. Today was just over 5,000. It was like 5,054. When you put them together, it's 11,000 and is right around 800 feet. So almost 12,000 feet in 2 days in major heat. So I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I'm really proud of myself. Tomorrow I have a spot. I'm going to look at it closer, make sure it doesn't look too volatile tomorrow. So you never know. Sometimes the trail gets you different ways, like blowdowns and rocks when it's not very mountainous. I have a little rise out of here, and then I don't think there's any more. There's mountains all day. But I have an eye on a place about 26 miles from here where it actually has water and camping, lots of campsites, and that would leave me only 6 miles on Wednesday morning to be picked up. It's so funny. I've been craving soda. I don't drink soda almost rarely at home, but you know, it's just I drink electrolytes. You know, the water's amazing out here, and the electrolytes are okay, but yeah, I'm just craving something that's sugary and sweet. So, man, Larry, when you get me, let's go into. He's gonna pick me up on the Forest Service Road. We're gonna go into Trout Lake. I've got to pick up a resupply box that a subscriber sent me, and here they have a great
like huckleberry or blackberry or some kind of special shake there, and get some food there and get a cold soda or 9. But that's it for now. I'm gonna get in my tent. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching today. But anyway, bees are attacking me. I'm gonna go. See you in the morning.